good morning or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is Mike in the truck coming to you from the land of misfit toys. And joining me is Christopher Slovick from halfway around the world. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Christopher, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me here. I wouldn't miss this game for the world, I should say that, but I'm halfway around the world. So I wouldn't miss this game for halfway around
For
the
half the
world.
world. How's that?
Half the world. There we go.
We're just going to do one game today, and we're going to do the 1970 Baltimore Colts, the year they defeated the Dallas Cowboys by field goal at the end of the game against the 76 Oakland Raiders, who are a huge powerhouse. Chris, what's your take on this?
Well, the 1970 Baltimore Colts are usually defined as the weakest Super Bowl winning team of all time. I don't really like that moniker. I can think of a few that might come up to that. But the reason why they've earned it is number one, the way they won. They won 16-13 on a last second field goal, but the game was ugly. And if it wasn't for a Craig Morton interception, we saw Craig Morton in a tournament, he
More
took
than
over.
one.
Yeah. So anyway, if it weren't for a Craig Morton, terrible, the most underrated mistake in the history of the NFL. I never hear it. You always hear about Brett Favre throwing an interception, new against New Orleans, and then they win the Super Bowl that year in '09. And you always hear that, but you never ever hear about Craig Morton's interception with a minute to go that set up Jim O'Brien's field goal, the rookie from Army. He didn't even strap his chin strap. And then he kicked it. It was up and good. I had to watch an old bootlegged copy off of YouTube to see the field goal because the game doesn't exist. One of those games where it's like the people in the theaters walk by, and when somebody with a camera underneath the armpit. But anyway, I don't believe they deserve that. A lot of the reason also they deserve that, they get that is because of injuries that year. Johnny Unitas played at a very high level. And I always say he played better than Brady when he was older. And people say, how can you say when Brady just won a Super Bowl? Well, Unitas, remember in 72, he was with the Chargers. But in 1970, they had the rules where you were allowed to take a club out and beat the quarterback's knees as hard as you could.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
forget that Joe Namath was an option quarterback in college. That's how he got his bad knees. And then he was Bear Bryant said he was the greatest athlete he ever coached of all time. But, Johnny Unitas was playing if you take a look at the game before, I was just watching that, the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore and Oakland? Yeah, Baltimore and Oakland. And it was in Baltimore. And the AFC Championship game where Baltimore won 27-17. Like, my goodness, he had some great passes. He stood in there and took hits. That he really was beat up, and then he goes into the Super Bowl. I don't know. Sometimes I think it was one of his best games he ever played was that AFC Championship game.
And they
But the
actually
Super
played
Bowl,
the Raiders in '70 to go to the Super Bowl.
yeah, and I really think that this Baltimore team, because you have injuries turned on, if they if they stay healthy and Unitas doesn't go down, then this could be an underrated team, and they're going to give people a lot of problems. Whereas Oakland, Sugar Bear Hamilton doesn't sneeze on Kenny Stabler.
Yeah,
It's the New England Patriots winning the Super Bowl.
yeah. That
So,
was. I mean, I'm not exactly a fan of the Patriots, but even I have to admit that was a bad call.
oh
That
yeah,
was that was ref ball. That was ref ball. New England
and
could
then
very well have won the Super Bowl that year.
John Madden almost blew the game too. If you watch on YouTube, you can actually see the last minute of play. It's like 40 seconds to go. They got no timeouts, and they're doing handoffs up the middle. And then Kenny Stabler, one of the most underrated plays in the history of the NFL, rolls out on a naked bootleg and stretches to the end zone and barely makes it for the score. They throw smoke bombs on the field. If he goes down, there's not time remaining to do anything. They can't
Right,
get another snap off. So that was it. That was like Bart Starr's snake in the ice bowl. It was a do or die.
right.
And guess what? He did. And the Patriots died. And today we're going to see the 76 version. I don't know because they have the propensity to turn the ball over. And Baltimore does too, but that was more of an anomaly in the Super Bowl.
You mean the Super Bowl? Well, Dallas did it a lot too in that game. They both turned over the ball all over the place. It was fumbleitis. It was just turnover city.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So overall rating: the Raiders 83, Colts 78. Let's see how their offenses compare. Uh, Oakland 86 for its overall offense, and Baltimore 80. Defensively, Oakland has a slight advantage. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not in the realm of impossibility that Baltimore wins this game. But let's see what the analysis says. It's got Oakland as a 5-point favorite and a 39-point over/under.
Well, the thing that's going to help Oakland is they're in Oakland. So when you
Right.
play at Oakland, that's going to give them some advantage. In reality, they're so low because of the running game offensively. Their passing game is stacked. They got a lot of good receivers. They got a great tight end. They got everything you wanted.
And they have
For
a fantastic offensive line.
Oh, they're one of the best. They're absolutely good, and they would stymie that defensive line of Oakland. For Oakland, their problem is their running game. Mark Van Egan, I was reading a Sports Illustrated when they called this the Choker Bowl because it was Minnesota against Oakland, and Oakland had lost all those AFC Championship games.
And usually to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, 0 for 6. They lost 2 to Pittsburgh, 2 to Miami. They lost Super Bowl 2, and they lost 1 to Baltimore.
Right.
So in the big games, they're 0 for 6. And then they lost to the New York Jets. So you got to remember that in '68.
And they beat them in the Heidi Bowl in the regular season.
Yeah. So they lost in 60. Think about it, 68, 70, 73, 74, 75.
They won in 76, and they lost in 77 to Denver.
71, they also lost, I believe. 71 was who was Super Bowl
Miami.
6?
That was Miami.
They lost to Miami in Miami.
Yeah. So the Raiders didn't make it back until 80 with Jim Plunkett, and that's when they had Tom Flores as their coach. Madden had left, and Flores was the coach.
And this is very important because we got the Stork Bowl coming up. Ted Hendricks, people don't realize, Ted Hendricks, the Stork, also played for Baltimore and had a key sack to keep Oakland out of the Super Bowl that year. And the funny part is he's Guatemalan born, so his dad was an American citizen and grew up a little bit in Guatemala, moved to the United States. He's fluent in 2 languages, Spanish and English, and he's also fluent on 2 teams, Baltimore and Oakland.
Yeah, so well, no matter what, Ted Hendricks is going to win today. We know that. And no matter what, he's going to lose. So that's a bizarre fact. So let's go ahead and hit the national anthem, and let's get this ball rolling.
Please rise, everyone, for our national anthem.
Well, it's going to be a good one. Don McCaffrey, I really think it was a tragedy what happened to him. If Don McCaffrey were coach of the Colts, later on, I think they would have done a lot. That's going to be Jim O'Brien kicks off. Don McCaffrey, you familiar with that story, mowing his lawn and stuff like that? Garrett will be up to the Really quickly before we start, Don McCaffrey won the Super Bowl, the only, I believe, rookie coach his first year to win the Super Bowl until George Seifert did it. Great in the offseason, mowing his lawn, and he passed away. And if he would have still been coach of the Colts, they might have won a few because he had everything down. They were in chaos for a year, and things happened. But we're going to start out.
And Red Miller was a first-year coach for the Broncos when they made it in the late 70s. And
77 years.
Right. He was a rookie coach, and they almost won the whole thing.
Almost, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for Oakland. And that's going to be an early flag. Get used to flags if you're a Raider fan because this Raider team had a lot of them. And this is an era where they didn't throw flags. Stabler again. Throws going to be second down and 15. Sorry about that. Have to sneeze. Dry nose. Okay. It's winter season here. And, in the middle of a jungle, all of a sudden it's winter season and everything's static. 2nd down and 15. Sorry about that.
It's the On Bowl.
It is. That first one might be a Might be a foreshadowing. Stabler, the blitz is on. Up to the mark.
Third down.
And he'll get 4. It'll be 3rd and 11. 3rd down and 11 for Stabler. Back to throw a 7-stepper, and it's caught by Fred Biletnikoff from Florida State. Biletnikoff to the 36 and the first down. Fred Biletnikoff from Florida State, 29 yards, and that'll be a first down from Erie, Pennsylvania. First down and 10. And
Second
he'll
down.
get about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 on the infield now. 2nd and 6. They change the configuration around a little bit. Here's Davis. And he'll get 8. It'll be a first down. 1st and 10. 12 minutes to go. Stabler to man.
Second down.
Down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Stabler to throw. Stabler's going to throw, and it's caught by Cliff Branch down to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, he's down to the 10. Well, this is the way you want to start if you're Oakland. Give to Davis. Davis again, the 5-3 touchdown. And my goodness, by Baltimore. In the Super Bowl era. And right now, that Oakland just went right down the field. He plays 54 yards. Earl Mann. Earl Mann who kicked the field goal for the Detroit Lions. Oh, he might have missed this one. And he missed this one. And he did miss this one. Earl Mann, who played for the Detroit Lions, he kicked the field goal before Todd Dempsey kicked his 63-yarder to win the game. He was the guy for the Lions that gave him a 19-17 lead. He misses the extra point.
And as this is Oakland's Achilles heel, man statistically is not very good this year, so that could potentially be a difference.
It could be. But Baltimore, again, they don't have Myra. Thanking Al Red Sox fan if he's listening. He's happy about that. They don't have Myra as a kicker. Up there. So Preston Pearson is one of the best returners of all time. I'm not sure if he's on his team. If he is, he could go. It'll be first down. Unitas, one of the best passers, and they move. So they're even. It is even. Both teams move. On the quick play, Unitas will run. Unitas is
2nd down.
And it's Pittsburgh instinct. The St. Justin's High School, Louisville. Louisville Cardinal. It'll be 2nd and 11. Unitas to throw, and it's incomplete.
3rd down.
3rd and 11. This is going to be big. 3rd down and 11 for Unitas. He's got 3 receivers. They got a good receiving core. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. So this is a little bit easier here. 3rd down and 6. Unitas to throw. Unitas, he's going to set and throw. He's going deeper, and it's incomplete.
4th down.
4th down, and now they're going to punt. 4th and 6. Will come in to catch. And here it is, high and deep. And this will be down to about the 25. Colsey with the fair catch. 1st and 10. Stabler to throw. If Biletnikoff could keep his feet, he might still be running. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Maxwell with the stop. Oakland looking good.
3rd down.
Only about a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. Stabler. 4th down. It'll be 4th down. 4th down and 5. Ray Guy is the only punter I can think of in the Hall of Fame. And he'll kick it down up to the 34. Up to the 34-yard line. So here comes Baltimore Colts. 1st down and 10. Unitas, and that's going to be on the Raiders. Well, get used to this. Remember, a lot of penalties on the Raiders. 1st and 5. Unitas.
2nd down.
Belage. Norm Belage. It'll be 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. United. Again, fumbles the football, and Baltimore will keep it. Baltimore will keep it. It'll be 3rd and 2. United.
4th down. Out of bounds.
And now they're going to kick. Here's all they know. Baltimore moved. They got to pin them twice. High and deep, and it'll be more of
Penalty.
the fair catch. They might. Let's see if they keep. They're going to decline it and keep it on the 22. They don't want to accept it and give them room, and maybe they pin it deep. So it'll be first down and 10. And
Second down.
And it'll be second and 12. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Stabler second down.
Third down.
It'll be third and 14. Third down and 14.
Bubba Smith with the tackle.
Bubba Smith, he was Police Academy, wasn't he? He was Hightower.
Yes, he was.
Third and 14, Police Academy. You're not going to see Steve Duisberg as the quarterback.
Fourth down.
And that's Mike Ciani for 7 yards. Hendricks with the stop. And he's got to hurry up and put on a Raider uniform to play defense now. Man alive, think about playing defense the entire. There's Rick Folk, and it's going to be no return. It's like a boxer. You play defense the entire game. My goodness. United.
Second down.
Down 6-0. That missed extra point means 2 field goals to tie it. Second and 3. United to Bull H. He's going to throw, and it's not by Hinton. Eddie Hinton, the first down at 8 of 9. 2 minutes. First and 10. United to throw, and he's got Perkins. Here's Perkins down to the 35 to the 30. Perkins on the run. This is the Benny Hill pitch down to the 14.
Penalty.
And there's a penalty. There's a penalty, and it's a face mask. I believe it was Ray Perkins. Who did he coach? He coached this. Who did he coach? He coached the 85 Patriots or the 76 one? I forget.
No, 85 was not Perkins. That was
It was Ray Berry, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Raymond Berry. So I think
Okay.
I think Perkins did the 76 team. I think that's right.
So my goodness, he's coaching like in 6 years. But anyway, it'll be first down, United.
Second down.
For Johnny Yu, it'll be second down and goal from the 6. Second and goal from the 6. United to throw.
Third down.
It'll be third down and goal. 41 seconds to go. Could be the last play of the first quarter. Third and goal. They don't want to turn it over. United is going to go. He's going to score. Puts it through. Johnny Yu, he can run when he had to. He was not a runner like a Roethlisberger's younger days or Frank Hudson or Randall Cunningham. When you're running for your life, you tend to run fast. And here's going to be O'Brien. Up over, and it is good. It is 7-6. Jim O'Brien. 6 plays 70 yards. It's 7-6, and here's the kick. My goodness, Johnny Yu. Johnny Yu, yeah, you do. When you're running for your life, you usually run fast. To the 26. First down and 10 from the 27. They're going to have one more play here. You know they're going to be
Second down.
About 4. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Baltimore and Oakland both have a touchdown, but Baltimore got the extra point, and Oakland missed there. What's your reading of the first quarter?
I think it's anybody's game, and I think that again, if it ends up tight, extra point could be the difference in this. Man, statistically, the field goal kicker for Oakland is not very good statistically, so that could really come back to hurt Oakland. But we're using modern day rules, so the Raiders can always go for 2 if it comes down to it.
And Jimmy O'Brien, even though he hit the field goal, he's a rookie from Army. I believe he was from Army. I think he kicked against Staubach in '63 against him. So United's 2 for 4, very good. Bull H. I keep messing up his name. It's like Matt Cassell. I think it's Cassell or Castle. I don't know. I think it's Cassell. I keep messing that up. But Kenny Stabler's 4 of 5. He's looking good. The question is, will Oakland allow them to open it up? I really think that Oakland should let them open them up, but we got to see.
Look at the leading rusher for Baltimore.
Oh, Unitas. Unitas, he has two rushes for 7 yards, one rush for 12 yards. And that's the big one. Jerry Hill, the tight end. Jerry Hill, I think who was the guy in Super Bowl III that knocked the referee's teeth out? I think that was Tom Matty. So, but Jerry Hill also, Jerry Hill was, I think they were throwing to on that flea flicker play near the end of the half when Jimmy Orr was wide open. But it's 7-6, Baltimore and Oakland. Stabler, second down and 6. Stabler to throw. They give to Banaszak. Banaszak will get a first down and more on the run. Banaszak down to the 40. Banaszak to the 30. Banaszak to the 32. And it'll be a first down. Pete Banaszak for 37 yards. I want to say John, but John was a linebacker for the Steelers. So it'll be first down and 10. Stabler to throw.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 10. Second and 10. Stabler. Back to throw. Stabler to Banaszak.
Third down.
It'll be third down and 6. Third and 6. Stabler. Back to throw. They're going to throw. It's Cliff Branch. Cliff Branch might go. He'll go for a touchdown. It's now Panther fight. You know, it's funny. We should have got a Super Bowl like this. These two teams almost met in Super Bowl II. But, you know, this is a very offensive minded game. People remember the Raiders and the Colts. They're going for 2 here. They're just going to get it out of the way with Hurley. Taylor, Van Ingen, and Davis. Mark Van Ingen does not get it. Billy Ray Smith with the stop. And it's going to be 12-7 now. The Royal Man will kick off. Maybe they just figured because of his percentage. And Molly just goes for 2.
Touchback.
We'll take the touchback there. First down and 10. Unitas to throw. They're going to throw to
Second
Bullock.
down.
And Bullock gets 4. It'll be second down. Willie Brown with the stop. Second and 6. Unitas to throw, and he's incomplete.
Third down. Penalty.
Penalty on the play, and it's going to be a face mask. That is not good when the hand came down to hit Unitas right in the face mask. That's single bar.
We've had 2 quarters, and each quarter right now, at this point, has had a face mask against Oakland.
Oakland having trouble with penalties. That's one of their Achilles heel. They have 2 heels, and both of them are Achilles. Walking.
Second down. Out of bounds.
Second and 7. Imagine walking with 2 heels, and both of them are Achilles heels. That's got to be a tight one. Second down. United to get the line.
Third down.
It'll be third and 7. Third down and 7. United to the leg.
Fourth down.
He gets nothing there. It'll be 4th and 8. Now they got a catch. Here's Lee, and now they got a punt. Oh, what a horrible punt. Oh, my goodness. It went 23 yards. David Lee. And let's see what Oakland can do with it. This is a big possession. Taylor to throw, and they got
Second down.
And the Ghost gets 3. It'll be second down. Mike Curtis tackled him like he was a fan running out onto the field. Van Ingen, and Van Ingen, it'll be a first down. Mike Curtis again with the tackle. He is going nuts now. They just told him tackle everything.
Second down.
And that'll be Bubba Smith. Hightower, second and 8. And they got to move. They got to do this twice.
Third down. Penalty.
And it'll be a penalty on the play. Illegal procedure. They're going to do it again. Second and 13 now. Stabler to throw. They're going to fire it. Second into the end zone. And that is the Stork. It is the Stork Bowl, and this is what happens when you name a game after somebody, and I did not create the game. And Hendricks it off and jumped the route, looking really, really good. And the Stork, growing up in Guatemala, coming to the United States, never thought he'd be able to do that. So it'll be first and 10. United Unitas again. Unitas incomplete.
Second down.
I don't know. His older self could have told his newer self, don't do that. To Hinton. And
Third down,
Hinton for
out
a
of
gain
bounds.
2. It'll be 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8. You got to do something out of this. Unitas, he's going to run again. First down. Unitas this leg. He had 1 run for 12 yards. That was a touchdown. And now he's got to run for 9 yards. And it'll be a first down. First and 10.
Second down.
Away, it'll be 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8. Unitas back to throw. The blitz is on. They're going to throw to where they ain't. It's caught. It's caught by Roy Jefferson. And here they go. First down and 10. They might have a run here, and they do.
Second down.
Hearing the pitcher's mound here in Oakland, 2nd and 7. They're driving. They want to take a lead. Unitas to throw. Unitas to 7 separates. Got Henry scores. Henry will score, and there's a penalty goal. There's a penalty. I'll tell you what. If they take away this touchdown, that's gonna be a shame. They hit Hinton, and Hinton with the score, and that was good. Eddie Hinton. And they're gonna take it away. They are going to take it away. It'll be 2nd and 17. 2nd down and 17. Unitas. Unitas is going to run it.
Third down.
It'll be 3rd and 11. They got to get some here. 3rd and 11. They got to get some yardage. Unitas.
4th down.
They did that for Jimmy O'Brien. That was Jimmy O'Brien all the way, and here it is. O'Brien, this will be 34 yards. And this one will be up and over and good. Jimmy O'Brien, it's 12-10 now. The touchdown taken off the board was huge. Indeed. The Oakland, it's scored. Get it. 55. It'll be 1st down and 10. Stabler.
2nd down.
Down and 10. 3:08 to go. Here and a half. Stabler again.
3rd down.
Goes the Branchy Oakland A's. Sharing the same field. 3rd and 6. Stabler to Bradshaw and not Perry. Here comes Bradshaw to the 30, to the 20, and Bradshaw keeps going down to the 12. Morris Bradshaw, 48 yards, and now it's going to be, they're going to hurry, so they're going to get it off, actually. Stabler's on.
2nd down. Out of bounds.
And a huge 4-yard loss, and that'll be a 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
And Mike in the truck, that loss was big because they don't have a great field goal kicker. You need every yard. And right now it's 12-10, and they need it to at least be 15-10.
I agree. And it's a real shame because the Colts could have had the lead if it weren't for that penalty, and they just couldn't do it. They're nice they got something out of it, but they could have taken the lead. And if they had gone for 2 and gotten it, it'd be a 3-point game, 15-12. This is anybody's game. But if Oakland is not able to get in the end zone, they got to make this a chip shot for man so they can at least escape with 3 points.
Would you play the yardage for the field goal? Or would you play to get a first down?
I think in the very next play, I forgot what down it was. I might take a stab at the end zone. You might take a stab at the end zone.
All right, well, we're going to see what they pick here. It's going to be 3rd down. 2nd down. 2nd and 14. Wow, now it's 3rd down. Now you got to go for the field goal yardage and sacrifice something. 42 from this point. 140 to go. Stabler to throw. Stabler deep, and it is caught. Touchdown. They ignore my advice, which means that they succeeded. It's 12-10. They ignored what I said, which is usually the good thing to do. And Stabler has thrown a touchdown right to Fred Biletnikoff from Erie, Pennsylvania. Florida State grad. He puts his chicken on the ball, and that thing wasn't going anywhere. Now they're going to go for 2. Stabler, I don't know if I would agree with that. Well, no, you know why they're doing it? It's probably because of the extra point kicker. His percentage is probably so low that they are just going to say it's better to run the 2 because Kerry fixed that bug. The game designer, he fixed that bug. It used to be 8 points. People were going for 2. I got it, and then he fixed the patch where he patched it. So it's got to be the start into the 26.
Plus, if they get the 2-point conversion, which they did, it's a 10-point game.
And that's big because now it's a touchdown and a field goal just to tie. Unitas, the inventor, the 2-minute drill. Let's see if the inventor can be a master here. Nope.
Second down. Penalty.
Oh, there's a penalty, and it's going to be holding. So let's see if Unitas can do a Joe Montana, Tom Brady. Unitas was Tom Brady in the 1950s.
Second down.
And it'll be second down and 20. Unitas again, the throw to Jefferson. Jefferson, short.
Third down. Out of bounds.
Third down and 2. Third and 2. Unitas right down the middle, and it's incomplete.
Fourth down.
It'll be fourth down and 2. And now they're going to fight. Nope. He's Neil O'Donnell today, not Tom Brady. And it'll go down to the 25-yard line. First down and 10. 1 minute to go. Stabler fires it, and it is incomplete.
Second down.
It'll be second down, 20-10, a high-scoring half. But it's cooling down a little bit. Stabler to put the top for first down. They got to call timeout. 43 seconds. After the timeout, Oakland has 2 remaining. Stabler to throw, and it's Cliff Branch, and out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Penalty.
Going to be a penalty on the play. It's going to be interference. They decline it. Here comes Oakland. They would love to make it 27-10. They get 2 timeouts. They can do that too. Stabler right down the middle to Branch. Wow, he
Second
gets
down. Out of bounds.
From midfield to out of bounds. Second down and 4. Stabler. They go to Van Egan. They got a call timeout. They got 1 remaining. 29 seconds. They might go for the end zone here. They might. Stabler to throw. Stabler is going to throw it right down the middle of the field. Incomplete.
Second down.
They're going to try and get it right down the middle and call timeout. Stabler to throw. Stabler's going to fire it deep, and it is not out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Wow, his whole body was inbounds, but they call him out. What a break. And here come the Raiders. 20-10, 14 seconds to go. The blitz is on. Stabler again. It's 26-10. I will tell you this much. This is just all Oakland. I did not expect Kenny Stabler to be Johnny Unitas.
Kenny Stabler had his career best year that year. And you know what? I have a feeling they're going to kick the extra point.
Let's see. Yep. Man makes it. And it'll be 27-10. Well, what do you do if you're Unitas? I mean, how do you... Well, I guess the first thing you do is you just drive by drive, you know? And the kick to the 3, and Duncan again, Duncan 30, 35 to the 34. Now they're going to throw it up in the air. That good kick return means that they can go all the way with this. Unitas, deep, and it is incomplete.
Second down.
End of the first half, Oakland 27, Baltimore 10. Wow, did that get out of hand early, quickly.
If Oakland's smart, they just will not take their foot off the gas. That it felt like at the beginning it was feeling each other out. If as long as Oakland doesn't take their foot off the gas, this could be a huge win for the Raiders. I don't know if I just looking at this, I don't know if the Colts are going to be able to come back from this.
Unitas has had some great comebacks in his career, but I don't know. This is going to be this would be an all-time great on the road in Oakland coming back. That'd be incredible. Unitas 6-12. I think they're going to have to open it up a little bit with him. And for Oakland, Stabler is unbelievable. He has an interception, and he still has 134 rating. Like, seriously, that means you're having a great day. If you have an interception, you still have 134 rating. That's almost a perfect rating if he doesn't throw that pick. So Van Egan, nothing. Davis, nothing. They're going to worry about that a little bit later, but right now for the Baltimore Colts, when Unitas is your leading rusher by 3.5 times, there's problems. And not many 7 receptions. That's it. 7. And remember, Bulach threw 1. So that's why Unitas has 6-12, but there's 7 receptions. On the other side, Branch was 6, Biletnikoff with 5. Incredible. Biletnikoff 97 yards already. I agree with you. Just don't take your foot off the gas. You do that, that's where comebacks come from. So Jack Tatum only with 1 tackle here, and Mike Curtis had 6, but they were almost all in a row. So we're about ready to go here, Sino second half. As you see, our old man to kick, and he will to begin the second half. Indeed. This one is back and into the end zone. Duncan touchback. Well, what is Unitas? What are they going to do? It'll be first down. Unitas to throw a 7-stepper, and it's going to be incomplete.
Second down.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Unitas.
Third down.
He gets a couple. It'll be third down and 7. Third and 7. Unitas.
Fourth down.
And now they're going to have to kick. It's 4th and 2. And that doesn't look good. Here's Lee. And there's a flag on the play. Lee will punt. And it's better than the 23-yard one that he had. And here's Colton.
Penalty.
Up to the 30. Let's see what it is. It's going to be offsides on Oakland. And Baltimore will have a first down. Who knows? Let's see how this impacts Unitas again. Unitas will throw. Unitas to Jefferson. Oh my goodness, that offsides is almost like giving him
Out of bounds.
That's incredible. First down and 10 for the Colts.
Second down.
He loses 3. It'll be second down and 13. United to throw, looking again. United down to the 35. O'Brien can't hit him from here. It's 53 yards. It'll be 3rd and 21. United to throw. Unitas deep, and it is incomplete.
Fourth down.
4th and 21, and now they're going to have to pin him, Lee. And Lee will pin him and down to the 7. Oh my. First down and 10 for Taylor. An 8-minute drive right here. With on, they throw to Davis. Davis again. Davis a first down. Davis is going up. Davis up to the 35-yard 29. It'll be first and 10. Stabler to throw. Stabler looking. He's going to get it right down the field. Deep, and it is incomplete.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 10. Second and 10. Stabler.
Third down.
It'll be third down now and 7. 3rd and 7. Stabler. Branch and a first down. Oh my. Keeps it going. First down and 10. Let's see what they do. They're not taking their foot off the gas. Wilson on. Stabler He stands in there and throws. It's going to make it
Second down.
Second and 10. They are not taking their feet off the gas. Stabler again. Stabler will throw right down the middle. He's got Dave Casper. 37 and a first down. First and 10.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 7. The Oakland Raiders looking good here. Van Egan.
Third down.
Third down and 1, halfway through the third. Stabler. Throw to Bankston. Warren Bankston, the second tight end. Gain of 4, and they keep the drive going. My goodness. From their own 7 to right now.
Second down.
Second down and 8. Second down and 8. Stabler declares.
Third down.
We got half of that. Third down and 4. Back to throw, Stabler, and it's incomplete. They got a kick. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what they do. Earl Mann's going to try. It is 67%. It is up and over. It looks good, and it is good. It's 30 to 10. 30 to 10. Oakland leading Baltimore, and here's the kick. High and deep. It'll be Garden. Garden to the 29. First down and 10 now for the Colts. They're down by 20.
Second down.
Nothing. They're not getting a thing. Second down. 4 receivers. United will throw. Eddie Hinton. They got to hurry this up. 3:24 to go. They're down 3 scores. United can do it. Oh, they get it to Maitland.
Second down.
Second down and 7. Second and 7 for the Colts. United, he'll roll out, and he got Jefferson. Jefferson on the run. Jefferson into the infield, the third base, to the 10, to the 5. He's down at the 2.
Injury.
There's an injury, and let's see who it is. It's Roy Jefferson. He's down. He'll be a little bit. Oh, here comes the kicker. Jimmy O'Brien. Let's see what he does. He wore number 88. No, number 80. Sorry, up there. He's at the top of the screen. United begins in a one.
Second down.
Well, they're going to give him no gain. It'll be second down and goal. United's the throw. The throw. Touchdown to the kicker. Touchdown to the kicker. That's a trivia question. He just threw a touchdown to the kicker when Super Bowl 5. Let's see what they do here. O'Brien has to kick. Guaranteed that himself was buckled for that one. And it is good. 30 to 17 now. And now 1:14 to go. O'Brien will kick. So very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. High and deep, and Garrett will pick the knee. 1:14 to go. They go to Van Egan, and there he is on Van Egan, and a first down. Needed 10, got 10. Might be the last play. Stabler, he's going to throw. Stabler throws to the near side. Van Egan for 9, and that's going to end the third. The end of the third quarter, Oakland has 30, Baltimore has 17, and I am just having a glass of water right now. 30 to 17, Oakland leading Baltimore. What's your take on the game? Already 402 yards of offense.
Well, if Baltimore's defense can hold and United can pull off another drive, we could have a new ball game in the last 15 minutes. But the Raiders have been stuffing them on the run. Baltimore's had all kinds of problems running the ball. The Raiders don't do bad, but Baltimore's just having all kinds of problems. You can't rely 100% on United. You got to be able to split it up. So I think they have to get some good runs in here to make Oakland key on that and maybe give United a better chance of completing a pass.
And yeah, I'll agree with you there. Unitas is only 11-19. Not bad. He's doing well. But now he's going to play in a flag football game where it's just going to be throw, throw, throw. So we're going to have to see what's going on. Ken Stabler still, I mean, he is doing so well. He has a rating of 126.67, and that dropped from halftime. So, well, now we're going to see if they can keep it going. Mark Van Egan just a little bit better. Well, let's see what happens here. Unitas still the leading rusher, almost by 4 times. Roy Jefferson, what a game for Roy Jefferson. He's going to have to hit him on the seam here a few times. And Cliff Branch, they've right now he spread it out a little bit more. Branch and Biletnikoff at 6 and 5 at the half. Now it's 7 and 5. So Cliff Branch with the only one there. Fourth quarter, 2nd down and 1. Stabler to Davis. First down past midfield. Roy Jefferson recovered. Too late, Roy. You already got your job taken by a
2nd down.
The 42. I like kickers, though. Kickers, that's the toughest position in any sport. 2nd down and 3.
3rd down.
3rd and 1. Stabler. Stabler to throw. Stabler will throw right down the middle, and it's incomplete.
4th down.
Back to the kicker, as we're going to have a punt here. I can't think of a position in any other sport where single-handedly you can determine fates of teams and winning and losing in a single person that has less to do with 98% of the game. I can't think of another sport like that. It's like baseball. If all of a sudden they brought
2nd down. Penalty.
slap shot with a hockey stick to win the game. So it's going to be on Baltimore, an illegal block. They're going to decline 2nd down. United, he's got to run, and he's got to first down. United. They're with 5 times the leading rusher. Hendricks with the stop, and here comes the throwing. It'll be 2nd down and 11. It's like the last game we had with the Patriots. Let him throw.
3rd down.
There's no point to this. It'll be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. United, the blitz is on. United will throw down the middle. It's incomplete.
4th down.
4th down and 9, and now we will catch. I don't know. Maybe the time being short will help. 30-17, and here's Colsey. Nearing midfield. Neil Colsey, 10 minutes to go. The Raiders want to take a look. 5 minutes off the clock. Van Ingen gets 5.
2nd down.
Gets 6. And Stork with the stop. Ted Hendricks, 2nd down and 4.
3rd down.
3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3. Stabler. Get it out. He did not get it up. He needed 3 and he got 2. It'll be 4th and 1, and time will get. 8 minutes. Gray guy. Inside the 20-yard line. 8 minutes to go. Unitas to throw. He throws. There's Sean
2nd
Mackey.
down.
Quick question. Didn't Sean Mackey go to Penn State?
I honestly don't remember.
I have to take a look at that. 2nd down and 7. They got to hurry it up. Unitas went to Louisville. And there's going to be a penalty there. Dead ball, and it's going to be moving. You can't do that. 2nd down and 12. 30-17. They scored the 1. There's a flag. Unitas is going to run.
3rd down. Out of bounds. Penalty.
An illegal procedure. They're going to push him back. 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17 near the pitcher's mound.
3rd down.
Oh my, I was looking away.
Yeah,
This
is sad. I mean, if the Colts were able to, I mean, they've got one more play, but if they were able to score, if they're able to score on this drive, it's a 1-score game, and they're right back in it, and there's enough time. But I don't know.
They're going to need a penalty this play. This is one way to throw it out.
Fourth down.
I don't know. Maybe he fumbled the snap. It's quarterback sneak there. And now Lee. There it is. Lee, high kick. Nobody ran into the kicker today. That's a rarity. And Moore will have it. Manfred Moore, 5:50 to go in the game. They're going to start running the ball. Stabler.
Second down.
It's almost like they're just going to take knees right down the middle. Stabler, second and 13. They all know it's
Third down. Penalty.
Third down. There's Mike Curtis. There's a penalty. And it's holding. They're going to get 4 more down. That was a big penalty.
Second down.
That might have been it. I don't think there's time left. 4:16 to go.
Third down.
It'll be third down and 7. Third and 7.
Fourth down. Penalty.
It'll be fourth down, and it's going to be holding. They're going to decline. Let's see what happens with 3:24 to go. Big guy. And he's going to try and pin him deep, and it'll be down at the 4-yard line. Fourth, it's going to be Unitas. They have to score on this drive. They have to.
They got to score and get the onside. He's got to pull a John Elway almost, 96-yard drive.
Yeah, he's got to become Roger Staubach. He's got to be like something like that. That is the hit. It throws to the right, and he.
Second down. Out of bounds.
Right, there's a big old sideline right there that he could have stepped over and won a foot, buddy. That's all right. United. They get a first down. In a hurry to the line. They got to start getting the ball down the field. United. And it is incomplete. They got to get it down the field. They have to. Second and 10. Second and 10. United. Gives the Bullock.
Third down. Out of bounds.
Third and 7. Oh, and it's incomplete.
Fourth
they got
down.
one more down to do this. Well, they're going to punt. High and deep. Well, what they got to do is call timeout. And
second down.
And this will be Baltimore using their timeout.
Third down.
Third and 11. 30 to 17.
Fourth down.
And it'll be a 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
We're in the position that Baltimore needs 2 touchdowns before Oakland gets the ball back. If Oakland gets the ball back at any time, this game's over. So, Oakland 30, Baltimore 17. Here's Ray Guy, the kick. High and deep. Here's Holt. To the 32. You can use your timeout now. They have 1 remaining. That's good. Unitas on the first down. Unitas to throw. Unitas. They got to hurry it up. They're down to 133. Unitas again. The snap. Back, and Unitas will have to run out of bounds.
Second down. Out of bounds.
Second down and 14.
Third down.
Third and 9. They got to hurry it up. 1:05 to go. Too much time when you're down by 2 scores. United, and it is caught by Jefferson out of bounds at the
out of bounds.
Too much, under a minute, 59 seconds. United gets the Bulldogs.
Second down, out of bounds.
Second down and 7. They're down to 54 seconds. There's motion to trip. Oh, that was an ugly pass. Looked like it just slipped out of his hands. Third down and 7. Oh my goodness. Oh, I heard that from 50 years later. Baltimore's got to hurry. This is going to be it. 4th and 14. And if they don't get it, it's over. Unitas to throw. He's being chased. Unitas right down the middle, and it is incomplete. And the Oakland Raiders are going to win this. Oakland will take it 2 knees.
Second down.
This will be one and one more. And the Oakland Raiders right there will end this game 30-17. A good win for Oakland. I think it was good, solid. It's one of those wins where it was really good and really solid, but you still feel that there are things you need to improve on.
Yeah, for Oakland, taking into consideration your field goal kicker, which they see in this tournament. So they got to have 2-point conversions in their back pocket. But defensively, they were stuffing the run. I mean, Baltimore couldn't do, except for Unitas, of course. Baltimore couldn't do anything.
That's, I think, the Achilles heel was once that running game really needed to go for Baltimore, and when it didn't go, then Unitas is throwing against the stack deck. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And Unitas is good, but when it's 8-on-4 in pass coverage, there's problems. And he still had a rating near 100, 17-30. But it's sorry about that. That's the one thing. Unitas is just good. But look at Kenny Stabler. Again, 122. Here's the funny part. This is how good Stabler played. Stabler had a final rating of 122.40, and it went down in the last two quarters. It was 138, I believe, at halftime. And then it went to 128. Now it's down to 122. That's amazing. That's an amazing game by Kenny Stabler.
And his percentage, 68.8. In real life for the regular season, it was 66.7. So that's pretty accurate in this simulation.
I think they played more of that 76 team started because the Raiders have a very underrated. They played a version of the West Coast offense. They played the version of it. I think there was a little more running heavy than what San Francisco and Cincinnati did in the late 70s, San Francisco in the early 80s. But they really started playing a lot more like that and used Stabler rolling out and stuff like that. So the shorter passes, they worked themselves down the field, and they showed it today. Unitas with 48 yards rushing, the leading rusher by over two times.
And
Two and a half times.
And give credit from one aspect when it comes to the Raiders rushing. I mean, the Colts did a respectable job of stopping the run. It wasn't to the level of the Raiders, but they didn't do a bad job stopping the run.
The Raiders, both the Colts and the Raiders played good run defense. I think that just the Raiders, they had more of like the longer gains. When you take a look at the rushing, if you go back one real quick and take a look at the long, I mean, you got 11 and 10, and you had a few of them. You had a lot of stops, but you also had a lot of 11 and 10s. And a few 11 and 10s, but they were important 11 and 10s. They kept drives going. Eddie Hinton had a good game, but Roy Jefferson, that was a good game for Roy. So Roy was 6 receptions, 150 yards. And when you look at the defense, Mike Curtis, 11 tackles. He had 5 in the second half. So that was good. Tommy Maxwell had 5. Jerry Logan, a strong safety, had 8. But they just, the Colts just, they couldn't get a full long drive. I mean, they had a couple good ones, but when it counted, they just, the third downs, they stalled, and it was tough.
Look at Ted Hendricks and where he is listed. If I go to Oakland, his name doesn't change because he is in the same position. For Baltimore, he had 5 tackles and a sack. 5 tackles and an interception. And for the Raiders, he had 2 tackles, and that was it. So he performed better with Baltimore.
He did. He was pretty good then. Earl Mann, he missed an extra point, but hit a 35-yarder. And Jim O'Brien hit a 34-yarder and made his extra points. David Lee, 36 yards for punts. And he had 8 of them. Ray Guy, 5, but 3 were inside the 20.
I was about to
Sometimes-
say that might be a little misleading because Ray Guy
Yeah.
was had short field and was pinning them deep in Baltimore territory. So that is a little on the misleading side.
Yeah, I was going to say sometimes it's misleading when you pooch kick. It's very important to have a 28-yard punt right there sometimes, rather than a 68-yard punt that goes in the end zone in the touchback. But 30-17, Oakland beats Baltimore, and the achievement Stabler at 344, Blitnikoff 104 receiving, and Roy Jefferson at 150 yards receiving in the game. Winner of this, let's see. Winner of this will play in the bracket. They will play.
Well, we don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know yet. This is bracket 1 because each bracket has 32 teams. So there you can see our current results with bracket 1. Our next game, which will be bracket 2, and I can load that. It's going to be the Raiders as well, only it's going to be Jim Plunkett's 1980 Raiders, and they're visiting the 1962 Packers.
That'll be a good game because we saw the Packers before, and they play very modern, very, very modern offense. And they don't go out of the gun and all that stuff, but they do throw it a lot. And Bart Starr can pile up the yards. I've seen him throw for 400 yards on that team. So he can do a lot there.
Yeah. Well, we're going to conclude our broadcast here. Eventually, we'll do another single game. The 80 Raiders and the 62 Packers are next up. Chris, I want to thank you for joining us, and go get some sleep.
All right. Thank you very much for everything, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Chris. Have a good one.
All right. Have a great day.